Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for our iGive webinar. Robert Grosshandler is here on the phone as well. My name is John Millenthal. I'm with the marketing department for iGive. Today, we're going to be talking about two really interesting ways to activate your supporters and get them to shop more, because the more you as a cause can get your supporters to shop using iGive, the more money you can make for your cause. And so Rob is going to take us through a couple of tools that are available at our website, causes.igive.com. And we will open this up to questions as well. If you want to ask a question to Rob and the team here at the end of the session, we'll be fielding those questions. But throughout the presentation, please feel free to type your questions into the questions part of your webinar dashboard, which should be on the right side of your screen. In addition, just to let everybody know that's on the call here today, we will be making this presentation available online afterwards at causes.igive.com. We're recording today's session, and then we'll also make the slides available for download, just as we did the last time we did one of these webinars. And for those that are returning to today's second webinar, we do appreciate you being a part of this. So, Rob, I will hand this over to you, and I hope everybody gets some productive insights out of this. Thank you.
John, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here. There's nothing quite like talking to folks, even through a computer interface, to really get the meat of what iGive is all about out to other people. I'm also joined here in the office today by Jimmy Binns, who actually knows something about all this stuff. He's our cause relations manager, and if you have specific questions, I'm going to be turning the microphone over to him so that you get an accurate answer. First, a quick overview of what iGive is. iGive is a quick and easy way for your supporters to help your cause simply by shopping the way they normally do. There's about 350,000 members, about 1,400 different retailers help your supporters support your cause, from Amazon to Home Depot to Best Buy to REI and 1,300 and some odd in between that. There are over 35,000 causes that are regularly getting checks from iGive because their members are going and shopping. And one of the things that we found is that over time, for a bunch of different reasons, people become dormant. That is, that they stop shopping, and through no fault of yours, through no fault of ours, and certainly through no fault of theirs. And we want them to shop, and we think that you want them to shop, because the benefits that you get from being an iGive cause are pretty simple. It's free. It never costs you anything, and it never costs your supporter anything. It is unrestricted, or they are unrestricted dollars that you receive, so you can use them for whatever purpose you see fit. There's a sort of a hidden benefit as well. That is, when you as an organization go out and shop at Office Depot or Office Max or Staples and buy office supplies or pet supplies or any kind of supplies, your purchases can help you as well. And the last thing that I want to reemphasize is that we work really, really hard to make the experience as easy for you and as easy for your supporters as we know how. And we're always looking for suggestions. If something doesn't seem easy, we want you to let us know, because we work, as I say, hard every day to make this sort of like falling off a log. So let's talk a little bit about how you go and activate a dormant shopper. And we define a dormant shopper as somebody who has shopped using iGive sometime in the past. It obviously benefited you when she shopped online via iGive. And as a cutoff point, we say it's 3 months. All right, so if someone hasn't shopped in the last quarter, we think that perhaps doing something to get her re-engaged is important. We've got a couple of tools that we think are really, really good for making that happen. So first and foremost, you have lots of ways at iGive to figure out who it is that we're talking about. So this is the screen that you would get to and down here, but I'm going to show you real quickly how you get there when you're inside the iGive world. So if I've done my technology right and you've gone to www.igive.com and you're all logged in, you're going to see a screen that looks a little bit like this. And just a quick tour of it. Here are my favorite stores. I've been traveling a lot, so Expedia. I happen to use Amazon all the time. And we get some hosting from one-on-one internet. So what do I do from here? Well, up here, you'll notice that I can click on cause, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And one of the beauties of working from a home office is that you get to hear the dog in the background. I thought about putting her away and said, no, so many people really envy us for that. When they bark on a telephone call or on a conference call, not so good. But here's the cause dashboard. And I've chosen my favorite cause because I love all 35,000 causes that are iGive. And there's a bunch of information here, and you can see it. It's a dashboard. It's how much money is this cause going to get the next time, how much they're going to get in future checks, how much we've paid out. This happens to be a new cause, so we haven't paid out anything at all. And this cause has already raised almost $200. It has 15 supporters. And I'm going to click on that 15. And then you have to log in with your cause ID and cause password. And obviously yours is different than mine. And so this is what you're going to see when you log in. Not only can you see it on the screen, but you can also, and it's very, very powerful to use in something like Constant Contact or Outlook, you can download an Excel file of all the stuff that I'm about to show you. So I'm over here, and I note that this is only people who are currently active supporting a cause. Again, iGive is all about permission. So only those members who have given us permission to share their information with you as a cause are listed here. And I don't need to read the rest of the details. So I'm here. That's great. It's a little bit small, so I'm going to click once. And here's what one of those entries might look like. So we have John Millenthal, who has never raised any money, but he's gone dormant. And that means that he hasn't actually been active in the last quarter, but has gone on a shopping trip. So we now know this. What do we do with this guy? Well, we give you lots of different ways that you can contact them. Let's select Revitalize Dormant Shoppers. If we, just to go back, we're actually not trying to revitalize dormant shoppers because there's only a few dormant who are shoppers at iGive. But the dormant shoppers, we give you an email template that you can use to contact them that we suggest. This is up to you to edit this, use it in any which way you'd like. This is, as I say, our suggested text. We do not actually send out any emails from this system with your name on it. All those emails need to come through you. So you might use, as I say, Constant Contact. You can use Outlook. You can use Gmail, Hotmail. Your particular email system will work just fine. So the first and foremost, the most important thing you can do is communicate with these dormant members. That is, for whatever reason, they've gone away. Maybe they've forgotten about iGive. Maybe they've moved. Maybe they've changed their email address. Maybe there's a technical issue. You don't know. So it's sort of marketing 101. You want to touch them, market to them, communicate with them in a way that is appropriate for your membership. So there are other ways that we give you, suggested ways that we give you that you can connect with those dormant shoppers. Again, the reason we have the ability to separate out dormant shoppers from all other folks is that you don't want to over-communicate, and you want to have specific messages that are going to be helpful. For instance, it doesn't really look good to say, you've been inactive when last week your best supporter just raised some money for you. So we have different ways that you can to talk, different examples, right? So we give you a list of people who helped make up the last bit of money you got from iGive. We have ways to remind people to install the iGive button, the single best thing that a supporter can do is have the iGive button installed. We've already talked a little bit about Revitalize Dormant supporters, and this is getting prior shoppers helping again, another sample email for you. And last but not least, connecting your Facebook account to iGive. When you do that, it is an evergreen kind of a relationship. Those of your supporters who are using Facebook and following your cause will get a message on Facebook saying, hey, help your particular cause. It may say that your particular cause just got a check. You get to control how often those messages happen, whether it's once a week, once a purchase, once a month. Again, this is a permission-based system, so you get to control how often that happens. So we're going to go to the iGive Party app as the next piece. At the end of this webinar, we're going to have a chance for Q&A, and we really do appreciate your questions. So the iGive Party app, this is what it looks like, but I want to show you real briefly how you actually get there. So you heard John suggest going to causes.igive.com, and here it is. Here's causes.igive.com. You can get there. I'm going to go back here one, click again, and notice you have this great big orange triangle. If I click there, I get there as well. So this is where you would start from to get to the iGive Party app. And later on in this presentation, I'll give you a little bit more detail, but I want to show you what it does first. So the iGive Party app is designed to be used when you have a bunch of people in one place, all of whom want to support you, but they're not using their own computers, right? So you're at a party, you're at a board meeting, you're at a, whoop, I have to have my keys in the right place, there we go. You're at some sort of an event, you're at a conference or a convention. You bring along an iPad tablet, you bring along an Android tablet, you bring along anything that has internet connectivity, but you use the iGive Party app when people are going to be registering to help your cause, but they don't have their own computer with them. And the iGive Party app makes it really simple. So here you are. Obviously, as I said, you make sure the internet is available. It is an online tool. And here's how you get it from the causes.igive.com cause portal, right? You go to the iGive toolkit, you go down here to Party app, and up it comes. And you need to be logged in when you use it, and then you click appropriately, and you will get to a screen that looks like this. And so your prospective iGive supporter goes and clicks on Join Today. We ask her to register. They fill out their name, last name, their postal code, email address, and we ask for a password. We have some optional information that we ask for, whether their gender, their year of birth, and how many kids at home. We try very hard to know a little bit about our audiences so that we send them the appropriate messages. They hit Try It Now. They get a screen that looks like this. And you or they or someone can click on Next Registration, and it starts all over again. All they have to enter is their email address, first and last name, zip code, password. It is very, very simple, very, very fast. And then afterwards, they're going to get an email from us. And the email looks very much like this because this is exactly the email they get. It's going to tell them a little bit about iGive, and we're going to offer them up the iGive button because, again, the iGive button is the best way to make it easy for a supporter to utilize iGive. And just, the iGive button works on just about every computer known to man, right? So whether people are using Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari on a Mac, or Chrome, we have a version for them. And just so you know, it's not on this email, and as I'm reading this again, you learn all sorts of things. We also have an iPad app for people to use if they would prefer to use their iPads to shop. So supporter clicks the link, they get the iGive button, and they're more or less set. So in summary, we've talked about two great ways to activate the people in your organization who want to help you simply by shopping. The iGive supporter list, the iGive.com supporter list, gives you a list of all those people who have signed up for iGive, and it lets you know whether or not they're active. And in typical marketing fashion, if you remind them, they'll appreciate that reminder, and they will hopefully re-engage. The second way we've discussed today is a great way when you're at a meeting with a group of people to get a whole lot of people signed up for iGive immediately. And that's the PartyApp, which you get, again, from the iGive cause portal, causes.igive.com. And that's it for my presentation. I had promised to keep it to 15 minutes. I think I did that, and I would love if people ask us questions. I have, not only do I have Jimmy Binns with us, but also sitting in my office today are Sandy Schleicher, who's our Chief Technical Officer, and John Millenthal's on the other end of the line, waiting to help make sure that we answer the questions in the correct order. So, John, I'm going to turn this back to you.
Well, we have no questions as of yet, because you explained it so well.
I doubt that that's possible. So while we're waiting for questions to come in, I'm going to show you just one of my favorite features about the Cause Toolbox, because I'm a little bit anal and I want to know what's going on in my life and in my cause's life. So I can look at, for my particular cause, and this is a fake cause because we use it for demonstrations, we can take a look at, this is the cause dashboard, and I'm going to show you once again how you get there from here, right? So I go to cause, and I'm in. I can go back and I can look at the checks that have been issued to us, and if for some reason we think that we sent you a check but you actually haven't received it, well, we'd like to know about that as well. We know how much to anticipate the next check amount is for, how much people have raised for us but hasn't reached the 75, 90 days that it takes for the stores to pay us and for returns to happen and so forth. If this weren't a test cause, you would see that we'd actually sent this cause some money, and we can see the total amount of money that has been raised. We also here want to make sure that we have the correct address to mail checks to. So if it's not correct, we would very much appreciate you correcting it for us. Last but not least on this page is a reminder about Amazon.com. Amazon.com is a great place to go shop. They have lots of things. Oftentimes their prices are wonderful, but they do not give us sufficient information to let members know exactly how much money they've raised for your cause. We can let you know how much money has been raised by all of your supporters, but we can't tell you which supporters raised that much. So that makes Amazon a little bit special. So that's it for my quick favorite on this page. Did I engender any questions from anybody?
We do. First question here from Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa, for your question. She's asking if you can go into a little more detail about how the iGive button works.
Well, thank you for asking. So this is the indicator right there that I have the iGive button. I have gotten the iGive button by doing the following. Go to iGive.com/button, and I went and I installed it. As I said, there's versions for everybody. So I've already installed it. So here it is. This is the icon that you know that iGive is working on your computer, right? And from here I can go to my favorite stores, or I can see my stats, or I can go directly to Amazon, or I can go to the iGive homepage. So here we are. We're back to that page again. But here's where the magic happens. Let's go to REI. So I've just gone to REI. Let me move this so you can actually see my screen. And right here is the iGive button. Right? If I click it, I can see all sorts of information about REI. I see that there's some really cool deals to be had. I can see the donation rate. I can see where there are exceptions because not every store makes possible donation on every purchase. Let's do that again at Expedia. I have to take a trip next week. And I've been at Expedia recently. Let's go to, I'm going on a trip next week. Yeah, I need to buy some stuff. That's okay. So here we are, we're at Target, and Target asks us to make sure that you really, really want to help your cause through iGive. So I'm going to click on the button here. And again, down here in the right-hand corner is the iGive button. And that is how the iGive button works.
Okay. Another question. We have a couple of technical questions. I'll get to those in a second. Amy is asking, is the Facebook app currently working? And it is. But if you wanted to talk a little bit about how the Facebook component works, I think that would be helpful.
Well, so maybe Amy can tell us. We have a lot of generations of Facebook apps. So the way Facebook works today and really, really well is that you basically, and I'm not a Facebook user, so I may really screw up this description, but fundamentally you're connecting your cause's Facebook account to iGive, and you're giving iGive limited permission to post things to your Facebook wall, and you can tell us what permissions and how often you do it. So that's one way. That's from the Facebook from the cause's perspective, and it's a fan page that you would do that with. And then the consumer, the individual Facebook member, can also connect her Facebook account up with iGive. And both of those work really well. Amy, if we haven't answered your question specifically, we'll come around to it again later and make sure that we give you a better, more precise answer.
Thanks. Natalie is asking, if people forget to use the iGive button when online shopping, can they somehow go back and get credit for their purchases so the cause benefits?
So that's a two-part answer. First, the iGive button is designed so you don't forget to use it. So if the iGive button is installed on your browser and you go to a store, you will get credit. And if you don't get credit in that instance, then something wasn't right, and we'll make sure that you get credit. If you go to a store, let's say you go to a friend's house that doesn't have the iGive button on it, and you don't log into iGive and go to the store from iGive, because here's the other way here's what you might do. You go to iGive, right, and here I am, and I'm going to go to Amazon. I'm going to just click on Amazon right here. And you'll notice the iGive button is there, so I know that I'm going to get credited at Amazon. Or I can do the following. And I'm going to visit Amazon. I can go to iGive.com/Amazon or any one of those 1,400 and some odd stores. If you don't start your travels to stores, your shopping travels, by starting at iGive, then the stores probably will not give us credit. Our deal with the stores is that you start at iGive using the iGive button or using our website in order to get credit at the store. Otherwise, they don't know. So generally, if you have the iGive button installed, you won't forget because that's what it's all about, or you start using our site. If you don't start using our site or you don't have the iGive button installed, then credit is problematic. And Jimmy is Jimmy over my shoulder?
If you could go back to your homepage now and show that your visits have been tracked. If you look in your recently visited box, you'll see the store visit. If you see your store visit there and made a purchase, you can be 99% sure it will be tracked back for a donation.
And if for some reason something were not to happen correctly, you tell us and we'll make sure you get the donation.
Very good. So a couple of questions. This will help a couple of people here. Besides Facebook, what are some other ways that a cause can help promote that they're a part of the iGive network?
Well, thank you for asking. I love these leading questions.
Yeah.
So there are two. This is about marketing. So making sure that your various constituencies know that they can help with iGive is the goal. How do you do that? Well, lots of causes put links on their sites. So they have something on a home page or something on the Donate to Us page that says, you can help at 1,468 stores by shopping at iGive. That's great. We give you, in the cause toolbox, we give you lots of ways and samples to do that with. We have pictures that you can download and so forth. And then the other best way, I think, is in the newsletters that you send out to your constituents. Again, putting a pretty picture in there if you're an animal cause, maybe use a dog or a cat or a horse or a ferret. There are other sample pictures that you can use as part of a newsletter. I don't know that I would put it in every newsletter that you send out, but 4 times a year, 6 times a year, will help remind already existing iGive users that they can help you every time they shop. And as you get new people joining your organization, they too are interested in opportunities to help.
Okay.
All right, John, in the...
What's that? A couple more questions.
Go ahead.
Okay. If people are using Amazon Smile to donate to their cause, can they still use the iGive button?
Yes. So we have not announced this yet, and we're still testing. But you'll notice right here that I have the iGive button, and that actually is an Amazon Smile button. And you should be seeing something from us in the next week or two that is official that says you can double dip, or actually more than double dip. So people still have to use iGive to get to smile.amazon.com, but it really looks like it's going to work wonderfully to get 1.3% of every purchase for your cause at Amazon.
Okay. A question about secure browsing. A couple of people have this this issue. So when a person is secure browsing, they're getting a message saying that iGive is not supported. This application does not yet support secure browsing HTTPS. Learn more.
And I'm turning this over to our technical guy.
So the iGive site itself has HTTPS security on it, which is uses secure encryption to make sure that all your information is protected. However, some of the graphics that are displayed from our merchant ads are not done using secure links. So you may see a warning that some of the images or some of the links on the page are not secure, but when you go to check out at the merchant, really, whether you're using iGive or not, you should always make sure that you're using HTTPS before you ever put your personal information or credit card information into a merchant site and make a purchase.
And if anybody, again, if anybody has more specific questions or a specific example where they feel that something isn't happening the way they expect it to, support.igive.com, let me take you there, is a wonderful tool to use. And you can ask questions there, there's lots of answers to frequently asked questions. And so we are really, really proud of the support we get. Typical response times are less than an hour, sort of 12 hours a day.
Rob, any suggestions? Here's a question from one of our participants here. She's connected to Facebook, and so the posts are going up on the Facebook page, but she's not getting her followers to necessarily download the iGive button. They need to. She wants some suggestions on how can I motivate them more.
That's a great question. I would ask them why they're not downloading, and oftentimes there's a couple of general reasons. One, some people simply don't like installing new things on their computers, and if that's the case, I don't think you should try to convince them that this is a reason for them to change everything they do. In other cases, people are using an iPad or an Android phone for lots of their internet activity, and the iGive button doesn't work in those instances. So you don't have to use the iGive button necessarily to go shopping, which is what I was actually showing here. So I've come to iGive, and I have a list of stores. These are my favorite stores, and all I need to do if I want to go to Expedia is click there. So they do have to remember to use iGive, but they don't have to install to download the iGive button app.
Perhaps one pitch might be to ask them if they've been shopping and it hasn't worked through iGive. How many are they missing? How many opportunities are they missing where they could have donated if they had the button?
Okay, another question. Can you donate to more than one cause?
The answer is yes, but only one at a time. So the way to do that is to go shop at Amazon or wherever, make your purchase, and then go to your settings and change your cause. And so each purchase will be tracked separately. You can't donate to more than one on a single purchase.
Okay, a question from Mary. Should she be telling her supporters to go directly to iGive and then go to the store, or should she be pushing more on the iGive button? And I hope I'm asking this correctly, Mary.
So it is always preferable, I think, to make it really simple for your supporters. So if they have the iGive button, they don't have to remember anything. They can just go and say, I want to go to Macy's, not remember about iGive, and the iGive button does it for them. So if a supporter has the button installed, that's the way to do it. But as we heard earlier, not everybody wants to install or can install the iGive button. So they can go to iGive, or they could do this, right? And it's one click away. But the button makes it easy.
Okay, so talk a little bit about the iPad app. A couple of people are saying, you know, that the iGive button doesn't work with the iPad app, and I know there's some differences in how that works over the computer version. So
I can't show this to you on the screen, but from our site, you would go get or from iTunes, we actually take it to iTunes, you get the iPad app. And when you want to go shopping, you go to the iPad app and go shop from there. It is less automatic than it is on a desktop or a laptop computer. You have to think ahead of time. I'm going to go shopping. You click on the app, and then you choose from your favorite store or all stores.
Rob, if you go to the bottom of any of the iGive pages, there's an, not on the cost site, but on the regular site, there's an iPad app link in the footer
Hold on.
of the regular site, and that'll take you over to the store on Apple, and there's a screenshot in there, and you might want to just talk people through that.
You can also go to iGive.com.
Did I just lose you?
Nope.
All right. I don't know why it's asking me for an external protocol request. So there's a screenshot when you get to iTunes. There's a screenshot of what the app looks like. Here's, I'm going to scroll a little bit, and I'm going to scroll one more time.
You can also go to iGive.com/mobile.
Also, Jimmy reminds me that if you're on an Android device, or you haven't yet installed the iGive app, you can go here to iGive.com/mobile, which is looks pretty weird on a normal computer screen, but it looks really good on a small screen like an Android phone or a Windows phone or an iPhone or an iPad. If, by the by, you're on an iPhone or an Android phone, you will automatically see this screen.
Okay. A question about cookies and security. Some of our supporters have asked about cookies or anything that might be left on their computer if they use iGive. Any issues with this?
So iGive, as does every store out there, utilizes cookies to remember you between visits, so that when you come to iGive and you register, we use a cookie to remember you when you come back. When we send you to a store, the store is going to use cookies to remember the fact that you came from iGive and to remember other things that you looked at. Maybe they're remembering your cart or whatever. You can certainly clear your cookies after you're done shopping and after you've used iGive, but if you do clear your cookies, you will need to log into iGive again.
If I can add one more thing, in terms of security, I can't speak for every merchant out in the wild internet, but the cookies that are set by iGive do not have identifiable information in it. It's a random, unique identifier, so it doesn't say Rob Grosshandler in your cookie. It says ABC123. So a site can't use that to know who you are if you're worried about your anonymity.
Okay, another question.
So just going a little bit more on security issues, one of the, I think, cool things about iGive is that we never actually share anything about you with the merchants. That is, all they receive is a number, and that number changes with every visit. So when you go to a merchant, you go to Amazon, whomever, they don't know who you are. They don't know if you're a guy or a gal. They don't know what cause you're supporting. They just know that you want to help support your cause via iGive.
Okay. A question about how the causes get money, if there's anything they have to do. So a couple of people are asking, do I have to click the iGive button in order to get my cause the credit that it deserves through the shopping experience?
Well, so that's sort of two questions. So at least I think of them as two questions. There's the first question, which is, is my cause going to get money? And we send them out checks, and in order for a cause to get money, we need two things. We need a working email address, and we need a working mailing address. Once we have that, we automatically send the checks. You don't have to do anything more after the money has been earned. For a supporter to earn money for a cause by shopping, they have to either have used the iGive button or have started their shopping at our site. Once they've done that, there is nothing else they have to do. They don't have to confirm anything. They don't have to jump through any hoops. Of course, if they return whatever it is they purchased, that money won't be earned.
A little bit of clarity on checks. Cost checks are issued every month for funds with a minimum of $25. Our causes have asked for us to not send too little of a check, so we wait till it reaches $25 and the system will issue a check. Those funds are also for 75 days in arrears to make sure that returns and return reporting are accounted for.
Okay, this is going to be one for Sandy. It's a technical issue here. And again, just for everybody on the phone, technical issues can also be brought up after this call at support.igive.com.
As can any question.
And any question, correct. And suggestions, for that matter. Okay, so this person, when they have the iGive button activated, it seems they're not able to attach files to any Gmail messages. If they deactivate the button, they don't have that problem.
Well, that definitely sounds like a problem. We would want to investigate that so that we can figure out what is going wrong. There's that dog again. What is going wrong in the background and correct it, because obviously the button is not supposed to cause that kind of a problem. So what I would suggest is if this person can go to support.igive.com and submit a ticket, we'll be happy to get in touch with them. And what we'll probably do, as we normally do in a case like this, is do a remote support session with you, with some of our developers online, so they can actually see what's going on your machine and investigate in real time so that we can get the problem figured out and solved.
Sounds good. And Sandy, I'll send you the information of a few of the people that are having some browser issues.
Great.
So another question, interesting question here. Any plans for iGive to use direct deposit rather than mailed checks?
We've looked at it, and at this point, we do not believe that most of the causes would like that. We keep looking at it, but at the moment, there are no plans. But I asked at the beginning for suggestions and desires, and so we'll file that one away in the, gee, someone would like direct deposit file.
Okay, great. Another question here. What does activate the iGive button mean? Just have it installed, or is there something else?
Just have it installed. In the background, the iGive button phones home once a day, contacts our servers once a day to make sure that it has a current list of the stores, so that when you go to one of the new stores that we get 5 to 10 new stores a week some weeks, it can make sure that you get credit. So that's what it is. You download it, and it is self-activating.
Okay, question about the iGive search. Didn't you offer a program that every time someone did a search using iGive.com that a penny would be raised for the charity? I think it was called iSearch iGive. We
did, and we do. Let me go show you how it works. So let me think I'm searching for a Mazda.
Nice.
And hit search, and up it comes, and I've just raised a penny for my favorite cause. The search is powered by Yahoo, and it works. It's okay.
It's as good as the search engine is.
You use the web tab to get there, but frankly, I like using Google better, and we don't find many members enjoying this search in favor of Google. So we don't really promote it any longer, but for those people who really love it, it is still on our site. Use the web tab.
Okay. Just one other thing about the direct deposit. One of the participants here, this is a little inside baseball, says Amazon Smile only uses direct deposit. Causes have no choice. Just so you have a little bit of information there.
Thank you. And Amazon Smile has other issues. We are very happy that iGive is going to be additive to Amazon Smile.
All right, great. Well, I see no other questions now. If you want to wait a second, we can see if anyone else has another question.
Well, as you wait for those questions to come in, I'm going to say from this side of the microphone, thanks to Sandy and Jimmy for actually having some real knowledge, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate it, and we love the questions. And as it turns out, even if you're having a problem, we like hearing about that, because with 350,000 people using iGive, someone's going to have a problem, and we want to make sure that it's the fewest number possible.
Okay, I have someone. Teresa has raised her hand. Teresa, I'm gonna take you off mute for a second. Teresa, do you have a question? Do you need me to take down your hand? Oh, she just went off.
Well, thank you, Teresa. You can email us. That works as well, and it gives us something to do, instead of like putting the kids to bed.
Okay, question about the iGive app. Is there one available on Android yet?
Ask me that question in about 45 days.
Don't be so obtuse.
We really don't like talking about unreleased features because stuff happens. So ask me that question again in 45 days.
And perhaps we'll have another webinar at that time. Okay, Diane is asking. No, I'm sorry, Diane. Yes, all this will be available online after the meeting here. Nancy is asking, does iGive still offer the first purchase bonus?
It does occasionally. So we determined that if we offered it all the time, it lost its effectiveness. So you will see it. You saw it in April, and it wasn't even a first purchase bonus. It was just get the iGive button and get $5. We do things like that from time to time, and when we do, we work hard to give causes advance notice so they can use it to have a reason to communicate with their supporters.
Okay, second part of this question. What about the Tell a Friend bonus? Is that still activated?
Same kind of thing. From time to time, we do things to mix up the messaging so that we can give you something new to talk about. So here's a little cool thing about, let's see if I can find this, the PartyApp, because right now with the PartyApp, see, does that work? You're still getting, oh, it doesn't say it right there. This is an old picture. The PartyApp is actually still doing the $5 bonus.
Ah.
So
all the people that a cause gets to sign up at one of their events, that cause is going to get an extra $5 from each one of them.
Right. That's going on right now. It may end soon. So, act today. We will keep. We will. Now that we've revealed that in this seminar, certainly through the month of May, the $5 bonus will be part of getting the iGive Party app. Signing up via the iGive Party app.
Very good. I see no other questions.
Well, John, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody for your questions. Again, support.igive.com is the place for more questions. Causes.igive.com is the place to go if you're looking for this webinar or our other webinar, and there are more to come. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.